I certainly agree that in the way that we express ourselves, we need to respect the depth of feeling of other people, that gratuitous offence and insult is something that one has to be very, very careful about. The danger of saying that, of course, is it sounds as though one's justifying any kind of response. And, you know, it doesn't matter what Charlie Hebdo did. What happened there was more atrocious and disgusting than words can describe. Free speech has always had its limits, even in the United States with the First Amendment. There are limits to what you can say. You can't stir up violence. So there is a responsibility for what we say. But I'm personally very, very cautious about things that lead to a sense of censorship. But the Pope was exactly right in what he said, that there is it's necessary for people to discipline the level to which they simply go out and insult people. But I don't think he was, I didn't hear him in any way as saying, oh, well, therefore what happened at Charlie Hebdo was anything but beyond description terrible.
Is it fair that members of a faith and leaders of a faith should be asked to take responsibility for and denounce religious extremism born of that faith?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're the leaders, and therefore you are responsible. Well, you're accountable. I've publicly commented on accountability of the Church for issues around safeguarding of children and vulnerable adults. Now, I've never been involved in any abuse. I wasn't ordained when a lot of the things happened. But in my job, I'm accountable. I have to stand up and talk about it. If you're leading, you are accountable.
Prime Minister David Cameron has paid tribute to Saudi Arabia's King Abdullah and his commitment to peace and for strengthening understanding between faiths. How do you feel about that statement, given Saudi Arabia's attitude to gender equality, Christianity, and to those who question the kingdom's rulers?
Freedom of religion is essential. Freedom to express Christian faith in Saudi Arabia is something that should happen. A few weeks ago, there was a group of migrant workers who were arrested for holding a private service in a flat. That's not right. But I know that King Abdullah himself, I don't know, because, it's a complicated place, Saudi Arabia, like all countries. King Abdullah himself is someone who has worked very, very hard on these issues and has contributed much. And I think it's right that the Prime Minister should send condolences on his death and should recognise what he's done over the years.
Finally, how significant is the consecration of Reverend Libby Lane on Monday?
It's a wonderful moment. It's absolutely amazing. I'm going to be there, and I'm looking forward to it hugely. Libby's a wonderful person. She'll be a brilliant bishop. It's how significant history will tell. But what I do know is it's going to be a great moment of celebration.